Welcome to a very special Christmas and New Year edition of Aquanita 24/7. I'm Jamie Rogers. The festive season may well and truly be upon us, but it's very much business as usual at the Aquanita stables as the team work tirelessly to prepare the horses in their care for a very busy schedule over the coming weeks. As always, Robert, John, Simon and Stewart will all be joining me from their respective stables, and our horsing around segment will take us to Hong Kong, where I had the privilege of meeting a very special and accomplished lady in the racing industry, Jenny Chapman. But before we do, let's catch up on some breaking news. The welfare, health and safety of all participants, staff and patrons was paramount in Racing Victoria's decision to cancel all Victorian race meetings scheduled for last Saturday, including the Christmas race day at Flemington, due to Melbourne's extreme heatwave. With predicted temperatures well into the 40s, RV's Chief Executive Bernard Saundry made the announcement on Friday morning in the best interest of all concerned. Racing Victoria will be reviewing the racing program over the next fortnight and will add races to existing meetings to accommodate those impacted. So after a couple of placings at Moonee Valley on Friday night with Armenia and Maxie's Bluegill, both trained by Robert Smerdon, all eyes turned to Ascot Racecourse in Perth on Saturday, where Simon Miller had another winning day with 6-year-old gelding Vangabus leading all the way in a BM 72 plus over 1200 metres to notch up his 5th win from 16 starts. To give us the inside running on this and all the other latest news from the West, I'm now joined by Aquanita's Perth trainer, Simon Miller. Hi, Simon.
Hi Jamie, Merry Christmas. Hope all is well. Pretty quiet from our end. We've only had a handful of runners. Vangabus won on Saturday. It was a really good win. Consistent. Every time he goes around each prep, he wins a Saturday race and pays his way. So I think he's got about a 35% winning strike rate. So the owners had a lot of fun with him. I've had numerous place getters, and prior to that, another winner we had was Swedish Memories, a 2-year-old. He was really good. And other than that, we've been educating a lot of babies at the trials. Quiet for us, but it's good to be quiet over the Christmas period. First among Nichols, he trialled about 10 minutes ago. He trialled really good, so he'll kick off January 2, Perth Cup Day in a stakes race. Looking forward to that. We've got nice chances on Wednesday. Moving forward, Speedy Comment, Mustard Dawn, Patchouli Jewel, just to name a few. So the team's consistent. Once we get through the education of babies, we can start stepping a few more out. But just starting to line all the ducks up for Magic Millions Day over here.
Thanks so much for your time, Simon, and good luck over the coming weeks. Well, back to Caulfield now, and the first to call in with his stable news is John Sadler. Welcome, John.
Good morning, Jamie. This is John Sadler, just with a report from my stable for the past week and what's happening leading up to the Christmas New Year period. We had 3 runners last week for a 2nd and a 3rd at Geelong. I thought the best of the 2 runners there was certainly Secret Blend, and he will head to New Year's Day at Flemington, where hopefully he can be very competitive there in a 3- and 4-year-old benchmark 78. On Friday we had a horse called Thalberg, who made his debut at Yarra Glen. Considering he got it all wrong, missed the start, and he played up badly prior to the start, I thought his run was full of merit. Very, very pleased with him, and when he learns some manners, I'm sure this horse, a son of Written Tycoon, has got a future. Now, we've got a pretty quiet week this week, Jamie. We've got only the 1 runner coming up next Saturday on Boxing Day, and that's Marley Magic, who has missed out on a run in the last couple of weeks. So just maybe she might be wanting the hit out this Saturday. As far as the new year is concerned, we could have a 2-year-old Fox Wedge filly stepping out for the first time at Flemington, along with Lon Rockstar, who trialled very well this morning at Caulfield, and he heads towards the Standish. and there just could be one or two other runners there. But pretty quiet week for us, but I'd just like to say to everybody, have a wonderful Christmas, and let's hope, guys, plenty of winners in the new year. Thanks, Jamie.
Thanks again, John. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on Marley Magic during this busy racing period. Robert Smerdon's stable doesn't slow down either for the holidays, and he now joins us on the phone to give us a rundown on which horses to watch. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Jamie. We've had a good couple of weeks of late with City wins, a couple of wins at Sandown, Warwick King and Spread Eagle, then Celeritas won at Moonee Valley, followed by Crimson Cape at Flemington. Those horses should continue on with that good form. Celeritas is going to Caulfield on Boxing Day, and I think she'll be a really good chance there. Warrior King's in a couple of races on Boxing Day at Caulfield. We're going to try and pick the most suitable race for him. And Crimson Cape heads to either Sandown next Wednesday or Moonee Valley on the Saturday, so plenty happening. I've just come back from a week in the Hunter Valley looking at yearlings for the Magic Million sale, so the whole cycle starts again. We're off to the Magic Millions on the Gold Coast in January, followed by New Zealand and on, so looking for more winners, but looking for those recent winners to continue their good form going into the Christmas New Year period coming up, and I hope everybody has an enjoyable Christmas and we have plenty of winners in the new year.
Well, thanks again, Robert, and the best of luck. Likewise, Stewart Web may not have the number of horses in work that Robert does, but it's still no mean feat to prepare his stable for the racecourse. Well, Stewart now joins me on the phone. Welcome, Stewart.
Hi Jamie, you've got me on a very light week with only a couple of runners coming up. Lord Athenaeum will run in the Lord Stakes at Caulfield on Boxing Day with Nick Hall aboard, who has been off for I think 8 or 9 months with a wrist operation, so hopefully he can get him back in the winner's circle. And my other runner will be at Sale in a maiden in a 3-year-old 1,000 metres, and that's Wolf Eyes, who I'd expect to run fairly well, although he has had a let up at the Water Walker since his last run. So hopefully whatever he does this week he'll definitely improve on. But and our previous few weeks since we spoke last has also been quite light. So that's about all I've got for you this week, Jamie, and wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
As always, Stewart, we appreciate your time and that of other Aquanita trainers. The global racing calendar reaches a competitive climax every year with the Longines Hong Kong International Races each December. Hong Kong Jockey Club welcomes owners, trainers, jockeys and racegoers from around the world to this week-long party, racing festival and supremacy decider. I was especially privileged this year to travel to Hong Kong to witness firsthand this world-class event, and whilst I was there, I was thrilled to catch up with a woman who is a pioneer for females in racing. She's a retired race jockey, she is a sought-after commentator, and she is now the mounting yard expert at the Hong Kong Jockey Club. I am very proud to introduce to you all Jenny Chapman. Well, I feel very fortunate enough to be sitting here while I'm in Hong Kong with a lady who I see as a pioneer for women in racing and definitely paved the way for females like myself and Michelle Payne. Her father was a leading trainer, she was a leading jockey and is now an expert in the mounting yard at Hong Kong. I'd like to introduce you Jenny Chapman. Jenny, thank you so much for your time today.
Lovely to meet you, Jamie. Yes, it's been a very, very wet night tonight, but yeah, it's been a fun night, of course, with the Jockey's Challenge.
Now, before we get into your career, I've been told that you often have a special request for Australians that come to visit you to bring a treat that you like.
That's true.
So I stopped off and I got you a treat in at the airport.
Fantastic. I don't really need them to wait, but that's great. Yeah, we can't really get these here, so that is a bonus. Thank you very much.
No problem. Right, Jenny, going back to before your career began, your dad was a big trainer, Chapman. What was it like growing up in your household?
It was fantastic because we just had horses all around. You know, we always had around about 23 racehorses. So I was always down the stable and I was always playing with all the horses. And instead of dolls, I was sort of with them. And I got to, you know, go into all their yards and go into their boxes and just sit with them and play with them and that sort of thing, even as a young kid. And I just absolutely loved it. And they taught me a lot. And you know, of course, after a long, well, I was dying to ride track work, and my dad wouldn't let me ride. You know, I was 10 years old. He'd let me ride other horses and throughout the paddocks and things like that, but he wouldn't let me ride track work. But Megsy Elkington let me ride track work. So he snapped me aside and said, "Come with me." He went with me on an old stallion of his and set me out into the track at Mentone. That's when Mentone was still going. And yeah, I was able to ride a bit of track work, and Megsy was having a cup of tea with Dad and said, "What do you think of this rider?" He goes, "Oh, it's sitting on all right." That's your job. So that was how I got started when I was 10 years old, just riding track work anyway. So yeah, it's good fun.
And what sort of influence did he have on your career?
He was terrific. I mean, he taught me a lot, particularly about looking at horses and you know, what to find and look for. He was a very gentleman, and he was a very good horseman as well. So I learned a lot from him, and he had plenty to do with my career. And he was always encouraging and always telling me off, and you know, whether I. You know, it was, I'd fall off, he'd get back on, you know, he's one of those hard old taskmasters as well, but he was fantastic, yeah. Miss him.
You started your career as a jockey back when it was female-only races. Can you talk us through what it was like during that experience?
Well, it was fun. I mean, there wasn't that many of us, but in fact, Debbie Waymel's still going. And she was riding before I started riding in races, and she's still riding now, which is incredible. So well done to Debbie there. Diane Wynne, those sort of girls, they were riding around then, Pam O'Neill. We didn't have many races. It was very seasonal in Victoria anyway, so we would only ride from about October or late September through till about March, but not every week either. So we were very, very limited and didn't have that many opportunities, but when we did, you know, we really loved it.
You must have been thrilled when you saw Michelle Payne take out the Melbourne Cup.
Absolutely over the moon. I thought that was just a great moment in racing. She handled it beautifully, I thought, and I think she spoke from the heart. I thought she did a great job. You know, I know all the Paynes, and I was absolutely thrilled to see her ride, you know, the Melbourne Cup winner. I actually didn't think I'd be around long enough to see a female ride the Melbourne Cup winner, so it was just great, absolutely great, and I was thrilled for her. No, not at all, because I was sort of riding and I always wanted to be a jockey. So when I won one of the Lady Jockey Premierships, Channel 7 asked me to go into World of Sport and get my trophy on a Sunday, along with Brent Thompson and Colin Hayes and that sort of thing. So I went in there and I accepted it from Peter Donegan, Bill Collins in those days, and then they asked me if I could do some commentary. So I sort of went to air the following week and so good. And then a few weeks later, I thought, I could have another go at that, and I've been doing it ever since.
And can you tell us about your association with Aquanita Racing?
Well, we started business here about 17 or 18 years ago, and my husband predominantly had some horses with Robert, and he always liked the way Robert sort of looked after us and kept us in close contact with what was going on. And when he started working with Aquanita, we just followed ship and sort of been there ever since. We sort of built our business up over in Hong Kong for quite some time, and more than happy with how it's going, and he always keeps us up to date, and it seems to work extremely well, so we're very happy.
Now, you're currently the mounting yard expert in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Are there any differences between Australian and Hong Kong racing?
Just we're twice a week here. So we've got starts in Happy Valley, they're both completely different place. And I suppose, I get to see a lot of these horses all the time, and I get very used to what they look like and if there's any significant changes in what goes on. As far as differences in racing goes, it's just similarities. We get a lot of horses from Australia and New Zealand as well, so I think just the fact that everyone looks forward to the races here. It's only twice a week, so there's a lot of excitement about it. You can be doing the form for a couple of days as opposed to every day.
See you back on the house green anytime soon?
I don't think so, no, not for a while anyway. We've been here 23 years now, so Hong Kong's pretty much home for me, and both my husband and I love it here, so we're really happy, enjoy the job, and never say never, but yeah, at the moment I'm pretty happy.
Well, Jenny, thank you so much for your time today. It was great chatting with you.
Nice to meet you, Jamie. Good luck with your career.
And now for the ones to watch over the coming week or so from the Aquanita stable, all powered by Highgain, feeding champion since 1983. Well, as we close this special Christmas and New Year edition of Aquanita Racing 24/7, I would like to take the opportunity on behalf of everyone at Aquanita to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and much happiness, health and success on and off the track in 2016. We'll be back in early January and we look forward to you joining us again then. Best of wishes.